Very evenly matched, these two compositions right here.
They have almost exactly the same style. You have really tanky champions in the top lane. Melee support.
Gonna go all in and kill him.
We've got to jump bottom. Ruler is going to be in trouble. JJ's running for his life. First blood picked up by Wolf.
Wow! Banky comes!
Golden Faker's down both summoner spells. Here
He's
comes
low.
Ambition!
Ambition's running in. Gravity fields up. That will stun Ambition under the tower. Kill is secured, but Ambition loses his life.
Banky got in experience range there, and he's gonna be able to take up these minions.
And
Wolf roaming! More action!
Here comes Bengi and Wolf. Crown's going to sidestep and dodge. He will get stunned up by the concussive blows. SK Telecom, 3 kills to 1.
And they jump out the... He's gonna be shoved in for the rest of it.
Oh, sneaky play here from Banky to try and steal this away
Get
under their
safeguard
nose.
back if he needs to retreat.
Fight!
A lot of damage onto Bengi. Crown
got it.
posted up for this one. Flash away. Curtain Call still in range. The Miasma will block the movement. Curtain Call! Kill for Ruler.
And that means Ruler gets red as well. So a total back...
Seemingly happening on the bottom half of the map. There's a Missile Voyage. He's going to deliver JJ and Ambition. Flash away from Bang. He gets gobbled up from the tongue lashing. Will go down. Root in place, not going to lock down Wolf. But Crown has roamed, and Wolf gets the kill.
And that's the core JJ playmaking right there on Tom Kench. The
with that gold, and he's definitely set up to make plays, but SKT looking to go on the offensive.
JJ is devoured.
Ambition is here.
Ambition's running in. Teleport coming down for Duke. Cube doesn't have his available, but Core JJ is already killed. Faker was there to join the party. Cube continues to pressure
Careful,
in the
buddy.
bottom inner turret.
Because Ruler had been taken so low, they just decided to call it off.
Oh, is this going to turn it around?
Go for it now. Now they go for it. They delay.
Well, here comes Core JJ and Ambition. It's all about the long game.
Gorgeous play.
Bang will
they
get
can
right
hit him.
down.
Man,
Unbelievable.
the patience on the Tom Kench right there.
Mid-turret, they will sit on the slight early gold lead, but the only difference is 2 Cloud Drakes for SKT. Now they're bound bottom though, and
Cube is going to try taxi away. Gets chomped before he can...
within a team fight once it spawns.
Absolutely agree. And as far as the map right now, they might catch Faker.
Faker's the target, but he tries to turn it around. Defensive flash from Ruler. Faker is shut down. Ruler gets the kill. Teleport's completed for Duke as well as Cube. Unbreakable is up. Ash Arrow stuns up. Core JJ. That's not the most important target. Petrifying Gaze flashed away from. Duke is caught down. Core JJ licks him to death. The tower is the focus, and Samsung at the end.
Faker's ghosting.
Ash Arrow, where will it go? Bang, looking for the target, connects.
They burst.
JJ stunned out. Bengi is gonna kick him backwards. Core JJ's down. Teleport cancelled again by Cube. Time round, Wolf is not there to block off the curtain call. The final shot from Whisper is being held a very long time, finally blocked off. Here comes Bengi, kicks back their kick. There's no Ragnarok, loses his life. They've traded jungler for jungler. They only send Wolf away. Cube's caught up on the gravity field, forced to flash.
Bit of the time where they did have some momentum.
Ruler! He gets devoured by Core JJ's in so much trouble. Flashes away to safety. Curtain call not up, and Core JJ dies. Why were they so far forward?
Baron at half, and they have the vision control.
Here comes Cube and Crown. Petrifying Gaze is available. It's now a 2 versus 4. Flash! Crown is in so much trouble. Concussive blows. Get to Petrifying Gaze. That's just going to delay the inevitable. Crown goes down!
Flashes in, and SKT punished heavily.
No flash over the wall for an Elder Drake steal on the Olaf. Huge swing for the veteran turn for the Baron right now.
Teleport coming.
Olaf can't run toward his steal.
The Baron's already secured. Taken by SK Telecom. Cube finishes off the TP. Turns around to try and help protect Ruler. Chaos Storm will allow Ambition. Seeing it as GA popped. And Faker with SKT.
Trying to get a pick. He's not there to clear the mid lane wave.
Faker is even going to sidestep those
patient though.
bushes.
Faker's expecting him to be in there.
Anticipating it. He knows who he's up against. 25 seconds before Ambition respawns. Baron empowered minions. A super minion coming down the mid lane. In just a moment or two as that inhib falls. SKT, they now turn their attention to the top lane. Bang takes a lot of damage, but it's Ruler that's forced to be devoured. Cube uses the verdict to buy some time. His GA is popped. Crown's looking for a target to use the Petrifying Gaze. Chaos Storm is almost up for Faker. The second inhibitor falls, and SKT back away. Samsung's base is broken. Curtain call to buy some time, but it only connects onto Duke. Ambition's not used the Ragnarok or the Ghost just yet. Nexus turret is under threat. A third inhibitor falls, and SK Telecom are doing this by the numbers.
They're just blood into the base while they take this Elder Dragon to return to claim their prize.
Now we were talking about the SKT victory lap in the
Arrow this time goes between the goalposts. Cubase under threat. Deadly Flourish as Samsung are under pressure. This is buying time for those super minions to pour in. Kick around. Crown is able to flash so he doesn't get caught, but Cubase down.
and it's a war of attrition. They're just waiting for wrecking them in a fight.
Duke flashes forward, chomps down to kill Crown. SK Telecom have got 2, make that 3 kills. The curtain call is a fitting end to the World Championship as Samsung Galaxy are being dove under their tower. SK Telecom have overcome every challenge. They are the undisputed best team in the world. The SKT reign continues. They win their 3rd World Championship.
And you better believe the crowd's giving a standing ovation after that one. This was an incredibly hard-fought series. SKT had to earn this one till the very end. The way they played the last 20 minutes of that 5th game was incredibly clean.
What an arduous journey it has been for this team. They had to go through RNG, the Rocks Tigers, and Samsung Galaxy showing up as the final boss for them. So incredibly close.
And this year, I think more than any other, their experience shined through. They were never the best regular season team in the LCK. They weren't even the LCK champions in the summer split, but they are world champions.
They peak when it matters. They prepare for the international tournaments. And SK Telecom had elation as much as relief on their faces at the end of that 5-game series.
And so much respect for the players on Samsung Galaxy. The run that they have made this year is incredible.
Yeah, they're going to be very disappointed because they were so close to that Summoners Cup, but I agree with you, Kobe. 2nd place in the world, and coming into this, a lot of people would think, hey, the finals happened in the semifinals, but Samsung made sure to take it all the way to the 5th game and push SKT to the limit.
One last glimpse of the runners-up as SK Telecom hoist the Summoners Cup, your world champions for 2016.
6.5 hours after taking the stage for the finals, SKT is able to win this grueling series. And like you mentioned, Quickshot, elation and relief on their faces, because while they are obviously so happy to win,
SK Telecom have won every world championship they have entered. They are our first defending world champions. Their 3rd title. They have won every international event they have attended in 2016. And they've had one of the most difficult regular seasons they've ever had. What an amazing team. What an amazing story.
and what an amazing series this was as well. The relief from SKT being up so much after 2 games and then still having the mental strength to come back in that 5th game and play so measured and clean, and Faker as well picking the victor away from Crown and really controlling that game. with that champion.
Such an incredible achievement for all the members on SKT. Especially Bengi coming back off the bench.
Yeah.
In multiple
Bengi, man.
best-of-5 series, saves the team.
I saw these jackets earlier, and written on the back is World Champion. SK Telecom once again donned the title.
Yeah, the third time they're going to win this championship. You can see how much this means to them. Bengi as well. Just this guy, SKT, struggled in so many games where he wasn't playing, but 6-1 in the games he played from semifinals to finals.
And as we said so many times, the importance of the team game. Yes, Faker is the all-star, he is the leader, but Bang and Wolf as well, now returning champions. And Duke gets to raise his first.
That is some of the most emotion we've seen from Faker all day long. From his stoic, villain-style entry at the beginning of the show, to some of the disappointment to the losses in games 3 and 4. And we heard him saying, with all of the trials and tribulations of 2016, anything less than a victory would be disappointment.
Coma, also the winningest coach of all time.
And as you can see, SK Telecom meeting League of Legends co-creators Brandon Beck and Mark Merrill on stage to congratulate and receive their World Championship medals.
They're very familiar with these guys by now.
Yeah, how you'd been the last year. It's nice to see you again
See
for
you
another
again
World
next year.
Championship.
Just saying, last year I held the medals. The podium this year is much better looking.
He's doing a better job than you.
Touche.
Get that thing untangled here.
What an amazing performance. The story of SK Telecom is one for the ages.
Yeah, and we talk about legacy. I don't know how long it will take for another team to try and win 3 World Championships. We were saying beforehand how hard it is to win 1, let alone no one had even made Worlds after winning 1 until SKT did it this year. And now suddenly they win 3 in 4 years. They definitely go down in history. Duke's Trundle so solid throughout all of these games.
And just incredible when you take everything into consideration. We talked about the players sitting on the bench. We talked about the meta changing, the substitutions. The 2 men left, Coma and Faker. League of Legends' most successful coach.
Faker earned it.
Truly a legend.
This was their hardest fought victory. As we head down on stage, where Shox will be talking to SKT.
Thank you so much, and the crowd erupting in chants for SKT. Faker, congratulations, winning the World Championship once again, but it was the most hard-fought victory in all 3 of the titles. How much did it take out of you and out of the team, and how much experience to finally bring it home here tonight?
페이커 선수 우선 3회째 우승을 축하드립니다. 하지만 이번 결승전이 아무래도 지금까지 치렀던 결승전에서 가장 힘들었을 것 같은데 이번 결승전을 치르면서 어떻게 본인 자신과 팀원들이 같이 힘을 내면서 결승전을 이겨냈는지 말씀해 주세요.
이번에 진짜 너무 힘들어서 다들 좀 경기 중에도 힘들어하는 모습이 있었는데 좀 다들 잘 이겨낸 것 같아요. 그리고 이번 시리즈가 좀 제 롤 역사상 가장 힘든 경기였던 것 같아서 그래서 좀 다들 기뻐했던 것 같아요.
I think this series was the most difficult series of my entire League of Legends career. Like we were really exhausted, and throughout the game, all my teammates were not in a very good state. But I'm really glad we were able to come over it.
Yeah, as you say, you had two great games and then the momentum seemed to change. Why do you think the momentum changed during Game 3 and how did you get it back in favor of your team?
이제 1, 2경기는 다 이제 이기신 뒤에 3경기에도 유리하게 경기를 하시다가 갑자기 경기의 흐름이 바뀌었는데요. 어떻게 하다 세 번째 경기에서 그 흐름이 바뀌었다가 다시 한번 그런 승리의 기운을 5경기에서 가져올 수 있었는지 말씀해 주세요.
저희가 1, 2경기도 좀 그랬지만 3경기 때도 좀 실수가 많았고 또 그때 발언을 하기로 했었는데 그게 좀 저희가 다 같이 판단을 못해서 그런 결과가 나와서 뭐 근데 좀 이제 저희가 5경기까지 가면 좀 집중력이 많이 좋다 보니까 5경기 때는 잘 나왔던 것 같아요.
So even though we made some small mistakes during game 1 and 2, I think our biggest mistake at game 3 was hitting the Baron. I think it was a team mistake, but by getting to game 5, we were able to stay concentrated and stay on our game. So I think that was how we were able to win the whole series.
And you won the championship in 2013 at the very beginning of your professional career. You stood right here, you lifted this cup and you won your first world championship. Now a lot of time has passed, you have accomplished so much. What does it mean for you to do it again here in Staples Center with Bengi by your side, with Koma by your side and lift another trophy?
여기 이 스테이플 센터에서 2013년도에 페이커 선수의 첫 롤드컵 우승을 이뤘었는데요. 이 장소에서 다시 한번 뱅기 선수와 이제 꼬마 김정희 코치님과 다시 한번 소환서컵을 들어올 수 있는 이 소감이 어떠신지 말씀해 주세요.
진짜 3년 만에 와보니까 그때랑 거의 바뀐 것도 없고 그래서 많이 익숙한 기분이 들었고 또 그래서 저희 팀원들이랑 같이 우승하니까 뭔가 좀 되게 이상한 느낌이 드는데 좀 표현하기가 어렵네요.
It's really hard to explain in words. Like when I first came to Staples Center, even though it's been 3 years, it just felt really familiar and it felt really good. But winning this tournament once again with my teammates, it's a great experience. I can't really express it in words.
The crowd can do it for you. You said in a recent piece with the Player Tribune how you play when you're angry, and that is obviously very good. Did you have similar emotions after Game 3 in this one?
이제 이전에 플레이어 트리뷴이라는 곳에서 인터뷰했을 때 본인이 화나면 더욱더 경기를 잘 나온다라고 이제 언급하셨었는데 세 번째 경기 이후에 다시 좀 그런 분노 모드로 경기를 하셨는지 말씀해 주세요.
좀 일단 경기가 안 풀리니까 좀 화가 나긴 했지만 뭐 그래도 어쩌겠어요. 그냥 좀 5경기 때 그냥 좀 마음을 가다듬고 잘할 수 있었던 것 같아요.
I did get kind of mad after game 3, but I mean, I can't do much about that. But by game 5, I think it was most important that I was able to calm down once more before the game started.
Well, at the beginning of the series, you looked really calm. At the player intro, you gave an intense stare to all of the crowd, and they've been cheering your name really loudly at the end of the series and throughout the series. Is there anything that you want to say to these fans here and the SKT fans around the world?
이제 오프닝 세레모니 때 이제 매서운 째려보기를 이제 카메라한테 시전하시면서 이제 강렬한 인상을 남겼고 경기 끝났을 때도 많은 팬분들이 이제 페이커 선수를 연호하면서 많은 응원을 보내줬는데 지금 이 인터뷰를 보고 있을 현장 팬들과 이제 많은 팬들에게 한마디 말씀해 주세요. 영어로 해주셔도 좋고요.
뭐 오늘 응원을 많이 해주셔서 정말로 감사하고 너무 많이 응원은 하지 마세요. 다음에 또 올 거니까.
Thanks for cheering us, but don't cheer us too hard because we're going to come back anyway.
Oh! There we go, and we'll be looking forward to it. We'll also be hearing from some other members of SKT later, but first, you can lift a cup, you can do a victory lap with your teammates and celebrate all you want because you guys did it again one more time, won the Summoners Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Faker and SKT.